Byron's point one rebuttal. My position is that Malachi chapter 3 verse 10 is talking about food, not money, and it is for the Israelites as stated in Malachi chapter 1 verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. The Israelites had neglected giving the tithe of their produce of the land and livestock to the Levites as commanded by God in Leviticus chapter 27 verses 30 through 32. And all the tithe of the land, whether of the seed of the land or of the fruit of the tree, is the Lord's. It is holy unto the Lord. And if a man will at all redeem aught of his tithes, he shall add thereto the fifth part thereof. And concerning the tithe of the herd or of the flock, even of whatsoever passeth under the rod, the tenth shall be holy unto the Lord. The commands are for Israel as stated in Leviticus chapter 27 verse 34. These are the commandments which the Lord commanded Moses for the children of Israel in Mount Sinai. The Israelites were commanded to tithe the produce of the land and the livestock to the Levites, and the Levites and Levite priests were to offer a tithe or tenth of the tithes that they received from the Israelites to the Lord. The high priest would offer the Lord's portion as a burnt offering. The Levites were given all of the tenth in Israel as an inheritance, as stated in Numbers chapter 18 verse 21. And behold, I have given the children of Levi all the tenth in Israel for an inheritance, for their service which they serve, even the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. The Lord is speaking to the whole nation of Israel, including the priests, as proven in Malachi chapter 3 verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. The Lord specifically states who he is speaking to. The sons of Jacob are the descendants of Jacob, who are the Israelites, which includes every tribe of Israel. Jacob's name was changed to Israel by the Lord in Genesis chapter 32 verse 28. And he said, Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and hast prevailed. The word meat in Malachi chapter 3 verse 10 is the word tereth in the Hebrew, which is defined as food. God tells all of the Israelites through the mouth of the prophet Malachi to bring all of the tithes of their produce of the land and livestock into the storehouse, so that there may be food in the Lord's house, which is exactly what the Israelites were supposed to do. And the food that the Israelites supplied through their tithes fed the Levites, the strangers, the fatherless, and the widows, as stated in Deuteronomy chapter 14 verses 28 and 29. At the end of 3 years thou shalt bring forth all the tithe of thine increase the same year, and shalt lay it up within thy gates. And the Levite, because he hath no part nor inheritance with thee, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow, which are within thy gates, shall come and shall eat and be satisfied, that the Lord thy God may bless thee in all the work of thine hand which thou doest. Malachi chapter 3, verses 11 through 12, continues to explain what the Lord will do for Israel if they tithe the produce of the land and livestock. And I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes, and he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground, neither shall your vine cast her fruit before the time in the field, saith the Lord of hosts. And all nations shall call you blessed, for ye shall be a delightsome land, saith the Lord of hosts. The Israelites had these blessings to look forward to if they stopped robbing God. which they were definitely doing, as stated in Malachi chapter 3, verse 8. Robbing God in tithes and offerings brings a curse on the whole nation of Israel, as stated in Malachi chapter 3, verse 9.